Hello traders, welcome to the Wednesday trade recap and forecast. So as we said, Wednesdays and Fridays is when I will be doing these videos. Usually that is when we get some nice moves. Market is active, so unfortunately currently it's December, so market is not that active, but usually it starts being active at the end of the week. That's why I'm moving it to Wednesdays and Fridays. So basically, as we know, it's December. We expect the market to be winding down. We expect some slower moves. Again, bankers are going on holidays. Christmas period is starting, the New Year's, and this is just to be expected. Take a look at your backtesting, see what kind of results you get in December. That's always really helpful. So go back 5 years, backtest every November, backtest every December, and see if you get some good trades or you get some slower markets and some range-bound periods. That is definitely a good way to actually determine what to expect, because as we know, history repeats itself. So when there is a slower period at the end of the year, usually it will happen again in the next few years. Or if perhaps Q1 of a year is very active, well, usually the Q1 of the next year and the next 3 or 4 years will also be active. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that January, February, March, and April. Those are usually some very trending and active months. Okay, enough of that. Euro, US dollar, this pair, we got some news. I mean, we can just identify it by this huge news candle and the huge double wicks on the top. Before that, very range bound market indeed. So no real movement up, no real movement down, just kind of going sideways. So I wasn't interested in getting in any sort of trades. Let me just delete all of these unnecessary lines. Basically just a range-bound market. We then impulsed up because of the news. Unfortunately, we did not get continuation, so we did not get follow-through. We only got this one push up, and then market paused and started ranging around. Right here, we're stuck between the low and the high, of course. What I'm expecting, most probably we will get more of this. We do know that we need to watch out for the liquidity areas below and above the range. As always, that is on our radar. What we're looking for to get in on a trade is we're looking for a trend up and then a flag or a break and retest. I'm looking for definitely a nice push up with a nice continuation candle. So just a one candle push, I would be cautious. So definitely looking for a continuation of the trend if a trend starts to the upside. If price decides to move down, gives us a nice large downtrend, I will of course be looking to sell on a flag or on a break and retest. Those are the two entry patterns that I use. Classic textbook stuff. That's basically it for EU. I mean, there's really nothing more to say. EJ, we had some movement to the upside. So before that, we were stuck in this sideways range. As a trend trader, you definitely want to avoid the ranges. We pushed up, retraced, pushed up, retraced, pushed up, started ascending, and then we went down, just started breaking and retracing, and then we broke and retraced on the bottom. If some of you are wondering, was I looking for a trade right here? No, I was not. This descending was not well defined, so I wanted to see a better defined descending. For me, this definitely was not enough of a descending. So what I want to be seeing now, well, I want the price to move away from this area. What happened is we started descending, then we ascended, then we again started descending, created a huge wick. So I'm expecting more of this price action. What I need to see to get in on a trade is, of course, a large push up, a flag or break and retest, or a large push down, flag or break and retest. What you need to be careful of is all of the people that are trading this mini range, going short on the top, going long on the bottom. Where they keep their stops? Well, usually they keep it a couple of pips above their entry area or a couple of pips below their buy area. And that is usually where the liquidity is, and that is usually when where the price just taps and reverses. So definitely something for you to backtest. We can move on. Aussie US dollar, we definitely got potential. So before that, before this move up, we were stuck in this box, and then a news candle. Again, I don't look at news, but I can definitely identify a news candle. You can see just by the size of this one candle, I mean, it's 82 pips, huge wick on the upside, huge wick to the downside. That is a classic textbook news candle that you can see in the markets. What happened then? Well, I was looking for a flag here or for a break and retest. I was definitely looking for this price to continue trending up. Unfortunately, that did not happen. We got an aggressive retrace, and after seeing this momentum shift and aggressive retrace to the downside, I'm not looking for any trades. So yes, there was a flag here, but for me, after seeing this momentum shift, after seeing that the sellers are back in the market, I'm not interested. What I'm expecting now is usually when we see this sort of price action, we either get a larger, wider range, or price completely reverses to a downside. Looks like a range is now happening, so I'm expecting something like this. For me to get in on a trade, of course, large impulse up, flag or a break and retest, or a large impulse down, a flag or a break and retest. You know the drill. Liquidity area, of course, let me not repeat myself, but I believe you know the drill. Liquidity area to the upside, liquidity area to the downside. The bigger the number of the candles between the low and the high, so right here we have about 20 or 30 candles. So the bigger the number of candles, the more significant is the liquidity area, and the more stops are located above or below the range. AJ, Aussie JPY, range bound for some time now, so correctively ascending, which to me signals nothing, signals more range bound price action. Really corrective, loads of huge wicks everywhere, just some pretty crappy price action. Definitely not seeing any sort of potential for the Aussie and the JPY. Range bound in this box, looking for a push up, a flag or a break and retest, or looking for a large impulse down, flag or a nice break and retest to the downside. As on all of the other pairs, I'm just seeing absolutely zero potential on AJ right now. The pound, it looked interesting. It definitely looked interesting right here after we got this push up. So as you know, prior PA, if you look at my past videos, range bound, I was calling it range bound for a really long time now. You can just see if we squeeze it out a bit, really not moving up, not moving down. And for the pound, we really need that evidence. We need that evidence of an uptrend or of a downtrend. Right here, I was looking for a potential flag, nice white flag, or a nice break and retest. We did not get anything of like that. We got an aggressive retrace instead. Some people were possibly looking for a flag, which did form right here, and I believe the flag would be in some nice profit. This would have been your entry candle with a 15 pip stop. For me, definitely didn't fit my plan. Huge double wicks and a momentum shift or an aggressive retrace, whatever you want to call it, signal a no trade for me on any sort of pair. I mean, this is definitely a no trade on every pair that I trade because of a momentum shift like this one and double wicks prior usually signal either a reversal or a larger, wider range, which we are getting right now. So I'm looking for a push up, flag, break and retest, or I'm looking for a push down, flag, or a break and retest. Finally, we come to NJ, New Zealand Japanese Yen, the final pair. This one ascending into descending. Not really range bound, so not really looking that bad, but it is range bound on the larger scale. So on the smaller scale, we can see an ascending channel. I was definitely looking to get in on a reversal trade, which we did not get. We did not get any opportunities, but instead we got an ascending channel into this descending structure, impulse down. At the end of this impulse, I was not looking for any trade because the prior price action was not trending, it was descending. So I expected for this to just reverse up. And what actually happened is, well, we were kind of ranging around between the low and the high, which is here, expecting a larger range. As on all of the other pairs, what I need to see a large impulse down, flag, break and retest, or a large impulse up, a flag or a break and retest to the upside. That's it for the forecast. See you guys in the next one on Friday. Enjoy your trading day, and yeah, be more patient. Nothing is really forming. No setup, slow market. Sit on your hands.